Okay, hello. I just wanted to show you I've been working on something the last few days, and it's the Overmind project's website. And I didn't want to do this traditional static website thing. I know that it's beneficial to have a static documentation site related to SEO, like searching on Google and stuff, but I don't really think people use the official websites of tools to kind of like figure out issues they have. They find answers for those in GitHub issues, on Stack Overflow, or they go on Discord. So the website is more of an introduction and somewhere you go to look up things. So why don't make that like a really good experience instead of this static boring thing? So the way this works now is that you get to the home page. Currently it's just I can show you when I refresh, you see it goes gray and then it loads up the app and then it comes in with color. So I was playing around with this logo thing. Actually, I didn't do anything in Photoshop. I just used HTML and CSS, and it looks kind of cool. So maybe we should keep that. But the point is, on the home page, it should be possible to like scroll down, and you can see all this marketing blazingly fast and all that stuff. And then we have the guides. And the guides is just a list like these cards of basically guides. So everything that's not API specific, that will be a guide, and that's something you dive into. And then you see I have this beginner label here. So if I click this, it opens up like the guide, and this is structured in that. This is also what I don't like about the static documentation, is that everything has the same structure. If it's a guide, if it's a video, if it's API documentation, everything looks the same. But in this case, you have like a guide, so you get full attention on the guide, and you have kind of like this faded out table of contents on the side. And then you have videos, which is also these cards, but instead of being like having all these YouTube things, you get a much better overview this way. And when you click it, you're kind of like still inside the experience of the website. And you can rather move to YouTube if you want from here. And you can also like go full screen, go out of full screen, and you're back at the site. And of course, everything is has like a link. So if I open this and I refresh, you're still back at the video. And then we have API. And API is a bit different because you use it as a lookup thing. So it's much better to have like a clear menu always available, unlike the guides, which is something you spend more time on. You don't want like this long list of guides on the left side. It doesn't, it's just like disturbing, or it messes up the experience. So, but here you go on like one specific API action, and there are two subtitles here, and you have the app, and then of course you have more stuff here. The cool thing is that all the guides and the API is actually written in Markdown, but there's some cool logic to kind of like parse it and get it into the site. And then we have the search, which is like super simple. If I search something, no results, search something else and click it, like it's what you expect it to be. And then we have this thing on the right here, because what I think was not a good idea with Cerebral is that everything was very React focused, but it tried to be more of a generic state management tool. So what I'm doing here, and again, we also have TypeScript, so should the documentation be in TypeScript or not, and all this. So what I want to do on this site is that you actually choose your view layer. So you choose React or you choose Vue and whatever, and all the examples will then be written in that view layer. And even I'm thinking about the theme of the page will actually change when you choose the different view layers. So view will have like view-like colors and stuff like that. And then you can choose to show the code in TypeScript or not. So if I hit TS here, you can even see this is actually working. And the way this is expressed in the markdown, it's as simple as this. So I'm using Marksy here. I actually built this Marksy. But the people over at Storybook are actually maintaining it now. The point is that you can use custom components. So here we see that we have a code component, and I'm just passing in a JS, like JavaScript property. And then I just write the code there, and then we have a TS property, and I pass the code in there. So you see it defined together, and then it's logic that decides, of course, what should be displayed. But anyways, it's crazy how much time it takes to build a website. It's also kind of responsive now. Let's see. So like now you don't see the table of contents. You were supposed. Oh yeah, there you are. It has a breakpoint on 1280 pixels. For this thing, the API, you can see until 1024, because 1024 will be a breakpoint for mobile, and then you will actually get like all these will disappear, and you will get like a hamburger thingy instead. Yeah, but I think that's it. Cool. I hope you like it. I'm looking forward to actually putting some content in here. But yeah, it's getting close. Bye bye.